Good afternoon, chat. Got an interesting week up ahead. The new Warframe Nightwave drops on Wednesday. So we'll be switching into Warframe half the week and then Minecraft half the week until that is completed. But for now, it's back to more Minecraft. We'll continue working on the big project. We are currently digging out an expansion to connect the passive mob grinder with the rest of the build. Just removing the extra material around it. Hey cosmetic, welcome in. Good to see you again. Up here. Excuse me. Nope. We're dipping down below the building line now, which is great. That's right. We started digging out the pilot hole here, and then we ran out of light. Finish that first. Probably too tall right there. I think I'll fix that. Yeah, it'll look better. Did I miss anything important? On here? I don't think so. Big thing, I don't know if this building was finished the last time you stopped in. It is a passive mob spawner that we carved out of the rock there. So we've got a killing floor right there at the bottom, and then some copper golems underneath it for fun that will sort the materials out. So that's another way we can do like repairs for our tools and get some extra gunpowder and arrows and stuff like that. That took a long time to do. Structurally, it is the largest of the buildings, just because of how big we had to make the top of it. It's just a tall structure. That took a while to dig out. And then now we are just clearing out the excess material to open it up with the rest of the build. I have drawn up plans for the next two major buildings. One for food, like farms and other harvestable materials, and then another for passive mobs. Because I'm running into some storage issues, or will be, going at this pace, so I wanted to at least get the expansion on this side and that right there cleared out. And I'll probably have to do the passive mob building first to clear out space in the storage building. And then the food building will, I mean, none of that's immediately in the way of storage. It's all on top of the building. So I'd rather do that one first because I think it's more interesting, but I need to make the space first. But that's still a ways off in construction. I still have to finish the beacon hub project. I got to clear out a bunch of space there. I've got, I think, 2 other beacon holes marked up there that I haven't dug yet. There's still plenty of work to do, as always. Make a test world for designing bases and learning redstone when I got home. That sounds good. I don't know if you've watched Mumbo Jumbo at all. His test worlds are ridiculously huge. See, I've got just a creative world that's just for toying with ideas as well. I think that's a good idea before you invest a bunch of materials into stuff. Heard about him, but haven't watched his videos. Yeah, he does a lot of like crazy redstone stuff. He's also on Hermitcraft, and they do their seasons. So I'll get in a bit of a Minecraft itch, and I'll watch stuff on Redstone, or I'll watch the Hermitcraft videos or whatnot. So he's a very chill gamer, kind of like I am. It's just interesting seeing all the redstone contraptions and what you can kind of force the game to do. I haven't ever delved that deeply into redstone. Be on very simple machines. I'm not planning any of my immediate builds on here for like major scale automated farms or anything. Just feel like I don't need that level of material right now. I may do it eventually if we keep expanding things, but like if we suddenly need a bunch of iron, need an iron farm, we'll be turning to him for information on that. Passive mob grinders are proving useful enough. I haven't needed to grind. Because I'm not flying around with the elytra terribly often, I don't really need a surplus of gunpowder right now. I've got plenty. I farmed a bunch of ender pearls already. I'd say infinite fuel, maybe. Make like a bamboo farm. An automated bamboo thing, but I haven't really needed the fuel. I'm not cooking all that often. Look up how to make a button work as a lever. Oh, that's exactly what I want to do. I'll make a button work as a lever. You mean with like a signal delay sort of thing, so it has an on and off state? Working fairly well. What's weird is I didn't realize when I put water in this thing to flush the mobs that we would get glow squids. So they're occasionally like falling and dying in here. It's really bizarre. Just because it happens to be underground. Breaking? Yeah, it's breaking. Okay. Oh, in my previous Realms world several years back, I did make a, use one of Mumbo's designs for a big, like, secret piston door. It was really cool. It's like a 3x3 door, I think. It's like a compact one, so I could hide it in the wall. It's a similar sort of design to this. In terms of me digging a big hole and then hiding stuff in it. Okay. 12:31, we're doing okay on time. Got 2 blocks of raw iron. That's fun. And nothing else. Oh, we do need to leave more wood up here, so I guess I'll go ahead and leave this for now. I'll take those down. We do have wood here. We ran out of components for barrels last time, and we're gonna need more of those. One time I tried to make an automatic chicken farm and failed miserably, and eventually made it work through brute force, hopes and dreams. Yeah, I was toying around with ideas for that as well. Because the idea is, like, I've got all these chickens here, and basically the eggs are just being wasted. But I don't want to take the time to keep putting them out there. I don't want to keep killing them because I have more chicken than I'll ever use. So I had this idea where I would employ this villager that can't work, and I'd just put a button in here, and occasionally he walks around and steps on the button. And when he does that, he triggers some... That was that click. He triggers the dispensers that will just shoot the eggs out. So he will occasionally work and create more chickens, but I have to keep loading those. So I was toying around with the idea of creating a machine to move the eggs into the dispensers just to have it work without my involvement. But then I'd need hoppers at the bottom so that all of the parts could be collected when the chicken's inevitably suffocated. So I haven't gotten around to finalizing any of that yet. I was using chickens very early on for my tool repairs. And breeding in general. Before I got the full trade hub set up. Just turning the wheat into cow breeding and the seeds into chicken breeding. Now, weirdly enough, I use the chicken eggs for the wither fights. So that I can farm wither roses at the same time. I just filled the wither spawn place with chickens. And then just let the wither spawn and he just cooks everything. So all those shulker boxes that were there were full of eggs. Prepped for the next wither fight. We're just being able to look in and see this guy now. Alright, we finished that layer. Let us frame the next dig. That should have been dug out as well. Yeah. I've had a number of people ask me, why aren't you using, like, TNT for that, like a TNT duper for this, or like a world eater or something like that, but I don't want that level of destruction and chaos. I like the stark contrast between the mostly smooth sides with the being able to see the natural kind of caves. World Eater just takes up everything. The point is not to dig a hole to then build something on top of it. The point is to dig what we need while we're doing the hole. In the event we need a huge amount of diamonds or something at some point, then maybe we'll do World Eater somewhere, but not now. We're not really at a lack of resources at the moment. Only thing I really need a lot of is emerald, and we have infinite source of that now. We just do trades periodically. The only thing that would be better is to have an actual mob spawner to funnel mobs in for XP, so it's just a faster grind. I don't have to sit AFK near it, but we'd have to find one of those, like relatively close, and then we could start digging that out. And it also can't be within the bounds of the current project, because that would be complicated and would mess up the organization of the structures. So but if we happen in one of these caves where we haven't explored yet and we find one that's not marked for a build area, we might set that up. Alright, I have to go back here in just a second. Okay. We'll go ahead and back now because our inventory is basically full anyway. You guys still stuck? Working so close to this is great. And just bop everything. Move on. Alrighty. We should have time for one more full day. We haven't done copper in a while. Yeah, need to refill that. And we're getting full. Okay. Hello, guy. Alrighty. Great. Getting pretty close to a cave. It's a small cave. One that's not lit. Where we keep having zombies pop out of it. Kind of go down to the ground level. That's, I'm sure, where that guy is. Okay. 53. I don't know if we'll uncover this guy today or not. Probably not. I think he's... Still know there's several layers beneath us, but I could be wrong. Daylight. You like diamonds though? Oop, not the X. We need the X. Okay. Seem quite busy. Set there. Getting kind of full on armor. We'll need to set up a blast furnace in here. Like an auto smelter for all the gold. Oh, the witches dropped the spider's eye. That's what it was. That's why where that's coming from. Okay. All right. Ow. It's like there shouldn't be any spiders in there. It's spawn-proofed for spiders, so... tough. Alright, we got gold. We got more diamonds. We got iron. We got redstone. We got flint. Alright, and inventory is set, so we will go ahead and end here for now. Save and quit. Alright, and like I said at the beginning of the stream, Minecraft is going to be a little delayed. When we come back on our afternoon streams on Wednesday, we will have the new Warframe Nightwave that will have dropped. So we'll be doing Nightwave half the week and then Minecraft whatever other days. Depending on how long Nightwave takes, sometimes that would be, 3 to 4 days a week in the afternoons. We'll see. Every week's going to be different. So we'll still be playing Minecraft, but it'll be a little less Minecraft until Nightwave is done. For immediate schedule, if all goes according to plan, we should be back on tonight somewhere between 11:30 p.m. EST and midnight for some more Final Fantasy X. We'll continue grinding Fortune Spheres to bulk out our characters and redo the sphere grid. And then for Tuesday, there will not be time for an afternoon stream, but I should be on longer in the evening for more Final Fantasy X. And that will be the plan going forward. Feel free to jump in the Discord if you want to hang out there, or head over to the YouTube, where you can catch all the VODs and see the entire progress of Minecraft for this server, from start to finish, digging with stone tools to now, and lots of other content. Thank you all for hanging out, and I will catch you later.